Hello and welcome back to UKSG Autumn 2021. We are about to get started with lecadd running Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, but I'll just take the chance now to remind you that if you want to know when marathons go live or when your favorite runs are coming up, you can follow us on Twitter at UKSG Marathon. Also, if you use the hashtag UKSG Autumn 21, you may even be featured on stream. But anyway, with no further ado, let's get straight into the run with lecadd.
Thank you very much. What's up, everybody? Like you said, I am lecadd, and today we are running Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. So it's gonna be Shura ending, which is the first ending available in the game. We'll talk about it a little bit later when we get to it. And it's gonna be glitchless, so no glitch allowed. We're gonna fight every single boss on our way, and so it's gonna be something. You will see. So for commentators, I will have Rochi and Murtag if they wants to introduce themselves.
Yeah, so I'm Murtag. I've mainly run this game on no airstream and a little bit of randomizer, but I've dipped my toe into glitchless a little bit.
Yeah, this is Roji. I'm a relatively less achieved speedrunner on PC, and I'm also running on Shura Glitchless. So hopefully the cat will be my turn in this run.
Yeah, I hope so as well. Okay, I think we can just begin. So timer will start as soon as I click on new game. So let me say this real quick. This is either gonna be really really good or really really bad. So fingers crossed for really really good. Okay, so countdown in 3, 2, 1, go. There's no turning back now. We have to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta go fast.
Yeah, I gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Okay. So now we're gonna skip cutscene. Okay. So right at the beginning, we can't sprint actually. So this is why I'm jumping around like this. So this is basically the tutorial of the game. So casually, when you do this game casually, the game tells you to like go in a stealth way, which is not what we are going to do. We're just gonna go make our way, jumping around, and try to avoid getting hit by the sniper in the back or in the front. So I'm gonna. Okay, that was a close one. Wonderful. Thank you. Okay. And okay, that's good.
Yeah, there is a realistic chance that the cat is going to get shot by one of those gunners. So
Yeah, that's a
finger
nice
crossed it's
omen
actually
for them.
working.
Okay, so I pick up the healing gourd, and as soon as I got it, I can sprint again. Hallelujah. So now we can just make our way. Be careful on this one. So this one is gonna. Ooh. Okay. So this is
every time Sekiro doesn't have his sword, he can't really sprint. So at the start, you can see him jumping around because jumping around is actually slightly faster than just walking. So that's why whenever he doesn't have a sword, Sekiro doesn't have a sword, he will start jumping around.
So strong advice: if you do this game casually, don't do that. All right. Play the game as the developers wanted you to play the game. Don't do that. So now we're gonna go for the actual first boss of the game. Maybe. I mean, it seems to be a boss.
Yeah, this is a very intense first boss right here.
Yeah. So let's go. Let's go, mate. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
No.
Run
that
is
was a
over.
close one. Oh man.
Nah. I have to reset. Nah. That's okay. Actually, you can actually fight this boss and win. Well, not win the fight, but you can like beat him. But the result at the end is the same. You're gonna lose your arm the same way, so it's faster to just give up on him. And yeah. So now I'm gonna make my way a little bit. I'm just gonna walk around. I'm gonna say hello to this sir. Oh, it's not very friendly. Okay, excuse me, sir. I'm gonna make my way.
I'm just going to point out that one interesting thing is lecadd's actually playing on Xbox on console, and that actually has quite a few ramifications for the run compared with running on PC. Like on PC, one of the things we do is we actually mod out the tutorial notifications, but lecadd is going to have to put up with them in this run.
And quick note, I'm playing on the latest patch of the game, which is the 1.06, which is basically the same than the one that the PC runners are running, which is the 1.04, except that you have the boss rush and everything, a lot of good stuff. Okay, cool. So maybe Murtog or Rochi, if you want to explain what I did here.
Yeah, so he picked up a Gash and Sugar, which lets him kind of go like semi-invisible, as you can see there temporarily. That allows him to get a stealth death blow that is practically impossible to get without it, which still basically gets rid of 1 HP bar of the boss right away. And then he's just going to be dodging the attacks and trying to take out Ogre as fast as possible.
Yeah, for those of you who are not too familiar with Sekiro, Death Blow is a mechanic where you can do a backstab to immediately kill off the enemy. And for boss fight, there are usually 2 health bar for each of the boss. So if you can manage to get a Death Blow before the fight even started, you can just get off 1 health bar immediately off. And then, as you can see there, lecadd just easily just take off the other health bar without any problem.
And I took a bullet in the back.
Yeah, I
Damn
can't
it.
believe you got shot there. That's so rare.
And that's alright.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say hello to our little boy here. Say hello to big boy Snake here. Which isn't... he's not very friendly. Okay. Never mind. So I'm gonna
luckily the
sneak
Snake
up.
He's gonna do it.
No, I don't.
Oh no, he's not gonna do it.
No, I'm not doing it.
So yeah, what I was referring to is one of the skip, which is called regular can skip, which is a pretty risky skip that you can do to do a wall jump off of the icicles over there. But that is not an intended way for you to jump across. So it is a very, very tight jumping frame input window. So in a marathon run like this, we usually just go for a shimmy, which is just a little bit slower, but not too much.
Yeah, and also rapidly tapping the shimmy like he's doing is actually faster than just holding it. So it's not too slow to shimmy.
Come on. Please. Thank you. Let me alone. Okay, so be careful with this one. Okay, that's the first death. Okay, wonderful. That's okay.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Getting shot after Ogre and then getting shot there, both happening, needed to happen for you to die.
This is not
super
very common,
unlucky.
to be honest, but like, it happens. This is marathon. Okay, so
This is a really, really rare occasion.
I'm
for
gonna
you to
be
get
honest.
shot 2 times.
I'm not gonna play risky here.
Yes, this is the first like proper boss fight. Reggie, you probably have a lot more experience fighting this fight than others. Do you want to tell us why it's kind of terrible to speedrun?
Yeah, this is the first major boss that you can fight in this game. And major boss means that after you finish the boss, if you beat the boss, you can get a memory that can allow that will increase your attack power. And one of the reasons why Gilbu, this boss right here, of course, is one of the worst boss in just glitchless speedrun in general, because the fight is mostly RNG dependent, whether you can fight it fast or fight it slow. So it really depends on which attack pattern that Gilbert is giving you, and right there the attack pattern is actually pretty good. So lecadd just simply deflects all the swing. He really wants to try to stay behind the horse, because that will give him the best attack, which is a horse kick or the spin around attack, which is one of the fastest way to kill the boss. Because once you deflect all those spin around or kicks, it gives you a lot of posture damage, as you can see on top of the screen with the yellow bar. So maybe one thing we have neglected is that there's 2 ways that you can fight the boss. So one way is to fight it traditionally, whether you get his HP down. The second way is that you can use the posture bar to get his posture bar all the way down, and then you do the death blow. So right there is actually a posture bar boss, and he actually got it pretty fast. Nice job, lecadd.
Yeah, that was
that
a
was
pretty
excellent
decent fight, yeah.
Yeah, most bosses will defeat with posture at the top, and one of the best ways is to deflect attacks, so that he has to basically press block right before he gets hit, and then it kind of does like the big sound effect and the orange sparks, and it's a whole bunch of posture damage. And I think you deflected every hit, so that was basically perfect. So
I
nice.
missed like a couple of hits, but no big
okay.
deal.
Yeah.
Okay, so here I got to talk to Ishin. Oh, sorry, no, damn, I spoiled the game. Oh, damn it. The Tengu will say. So I talked to him because there's like a trigger system in the game. Later on in the game, I won't spoil that much, but you have to talk to a certain PNG, and if you don't talk to this Tengu here, you can't talk to him. So it will be really useful for us.
Yeah,
Okay,
if
so
you have played Miyazaki's game before, you know there are some dialogues that you just have to talk to. There's some NPC that you just need to talk to, and Tengu right there is one of them. And you can also see that we refuse whatever Tengu just said. That basically means that we don't need to do a side quest or one of the quests that requires you to skill the rack in the Ashina outskirt or in the Ashina castle to get a skill book, which in a normal playthrough you will really want that skill book, but we want to go fast to it, so we don't want that skill book.
4, 5. Okay, good. He took the stun.
Okay, so this is Bull. This is a really rough fight. It's often over very fast, but yes, he's going to use Akko to power up, and then he's just trying to hit the head. There's way more damage if you hit the head, and he just wants to deflect everything as much as possible, but it's really difficult. The hitboxes and the timing are all really difficult to deal with. The fight can get out of control really fast, but you've done a really good job of kind of handling it there.
Yeah, and this boss is one of the first two bosses that have chip damage, so even if you perfectly deflect every single swing that the bull is coming at you, you are still going to get chip damage from all those deflections. So this is a really new player non-friendly boss, but lecadd here is actually dealing with this very quickly, and also with the help of Akko Sugar, Bull is actually one of the fastest boss that you can fight in this run.
Okay, just ignore what happened, alright?
No problem at all.
Yeah, that was also really unlucky. So lecadd right there was trying to port back to Temple to get a skill book, which is a main campaign skill book that which allows you to get one of the most important skill, which is Makiri counter, which basically allows you to get free damage for every Hercules attack that is a thrust attack from the enemy. So he wasn't able to port back to the temple to get skill book. So right here, I think lecadd is going to not even get the Makiri before Genichiro.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab it later.
Yeah, it'll be fine. And we just skipped over it, but he just did dojo skip there. It just saves a bunch of running around, and it avoids having to do Ashina Elite. But you actually don't need to do that boss anyway, so that's why it's allowed in Glitchless.
Yeah, so right there you just saw a first example of delayed jump, which is we are not sure if this is intended or not, but you can basically do it in everywhere in the game, where if you just press the spacebar or you just press jump button before you get off of the ledge, you can perform a delayed jump, which allows you to cover much more distance than a normal sprinting jump.
Yeah, and of course, like, we're kind of skipping over here, but here he's dead angling Genichiro. We're actually going to do like a vitality kill where we run out of his HP. Basically, there's a mechanic in a lot of Dark Souls games and Sekiro. If you're not facing an enemy, they can't block your attacks. And so if we can get enemies stuck in a particular way, if the geometry is helpful, then we can do that, and that's a really good way to take out Genichiro really fast. But the final phase, we're going to fight kind of legit. We really just want to see lightnings. It's quite an RNG heavy fight. We just want him to use lightning 2 or 3 times, but he's kind of not being super cooperative, but lecadd's just going to handle it. It's going to be no problem.
Yeah, in a perfect scenario, you would want Genichiro to use his storm
he thought about you. He gave you the second lightning.
Yeah, that's an infamous troll lightning that Genichiro loves to put on to like every single speedrunner. He always just do the second lightning right at the end, which is actually slower than giving you just one lightning. So that was a little bit tragic, but you still got him down pretty fast.
Yeah, this is for the show. He showed you the second lightning anyway, even if it was at the end and it was useless. You saw it.
You kind of stopped attacking to get the lightning, yeah.
Yeah. This is a pretty good moment if you have something to read or anything.
Yeah, there's a bunch of forced dialogue here.
I'm still waiting for some donations to come through, but I will take the time just to remind everybody who we're raising money for. We're raising money for to support Crisis, who are a charity supporting people out of homelessness for good. They achieve this through education, training, and support with housing, employment, and health. And of course, 100% of your donations will be going to support Crisis. So please do get those donations in if you can. Every bit is graciously accepted. Thank you.
Okay, so we talked to our master. Yeah, this kid is our master. Don't ask why. From Safro Game. Okay, don't ask questions. And now we are going to talk to the character I was talking earlier when we talked to the Tengu. This is him, basically.
Yeah. Also,
So-
one interesting note in skipping dialogues in this game is that you know in all those other games you really want to play in other language other than English. So like in some game, maybe in Hollow Knight, you want to play in simplified Chinese. Also in this game, if you switch your text language to other language, I think Korean and Chinese is actually the fastest. But we actually went one step further. We actually disabled every single subtitle, which allows you to skip dialogue even faster. And on some instances, you can actually cancel out the entire dialogue box, which is a really huge discovery relatively recently.
Yeah, it took us about a year to realize turning off subtitles lets you skip dialogues.
Yeah,
I
you
think that's
would
kind of
think
embarrassing,
something,
but
yeah, something like that would be discovered sooner. But hey, we discovered it.
we got there in the end.
nonetheless. Yep.
So here I grabbed the textbook for the skills that we are going to use later in the run. I'm not gonna use them yet because I don't necessarily need them yet, but I got them, so that's all that matters. I'm just gonna do my way to the next area of the game. So we're gonna walk. Well, run actually in this case.
Yeah, so kind of our objective at this point of the game is we need to get 3 items. We need to get the Lotus, we need to get the Mortal Blade, and we need to get the Shelter Stone. And then once we've got all 3 of them, an event happens at Ashina Castle that'll let us basically end the game.
Yeah, so
we're gonna go
naturally,
into-
the first item that we want to get would be Mortal Draw because everyone knows Mortal Draw is the most OP weapon in the game because it literally cuts immortal into mortal, or whatever it is.
Which
But
item
anyway,
you said?
that is
Model
yeah,
what?
the Mortal Draw, the Mortal Blade, the Mortal Blade.
I don't know that thing. Is that a good thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is actually really good.
Is that a good
You
thing?
don't know about that?
Really? I'm gonna try out.
Okay, so
gonna
you
try out.
definitely want to do this route first then.
Yeah, they actually massively buffed Mortal Draw, which is like the weapon that you get from the Mortal Blade. Like post-launch, like when I played the game right at launch, it was not that good, and they just like doubled the amount of damage it did in a patch. So it's really, really good now.
Yeah, in addition to the doubled amount of damage, if you also get that jumping weapon art, which in this case, if you have that skill, you can use jumping Mortal Draw, which also increases the Mortal Draw damage even more. So it is a really, really busted skill. And if you're speedrunning this game, you probably want to get Mortal Draw as soon as possible.
Yeah, and we don't really know why it does more damage if you do a jumping Mortal Draw. That doesn't work like that with any other combat art. It's probably a bug of some kind, but it's really helpful. And I mean, jumping Mortal Draw is not just the extra damage, but also the fact you can move while doing it is incredibly convenient. It lets us use it a lot more consistently.
And you can
I
like
am
beat
really
some
sure
bosses.
this is Miyazaki's way
Yeah.
of implementing a easy mode in the game.
And with Mortal Draw, yeah, you can. There's some mid bosses, especially that you can like, slash in a heartbeat, like instantly with Mortal Draw. Like this is insane. Especially on the all bosses run. If you watch an all bosses run, you'll see that some mid bosses are. The fight don't last very much, to be honest. Okay, so
Yeah,
now.
Here comes
really carries.
everyone's favorite boss.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite mid bosses, casually.
Yeah, this is a really interesting fight. So he's actually like immortal, like you can't actually deal damage to him. And when you like do the death blow, it actually just kicks him back. So what we have to do here is actually knock him off the edge.
So yeah, basically, actually deflecting his swing does more posture damage than swinging at him. So the cat right there really wanted to. Here we go.
Roberto!
Nice, that was a
So
textbook
I
fight.
have to stop talking for you guys to hear that, Roberto. Anyway, so that right there means that deflecting actually do more posture damage. So right there, he deflected all those flurry from the armored warrior. So it actually staggered him, and also afterward you can just finish him off. And the death blow animation there was really interesting. It really gives you a hint that you need to push him somewhere. And at that point, we just push him off the balcony, and he just fell to the ground.
Poor guy. Oh, thank
He
you,
actually
dude.
is a very poor guy. If you actually read the lore about the Armored Warrior, he's actually the dad of Roberto, who is one of the immortal child with divine child.
Yeah, it's very sad.
I honestly don't remember because the lore in the From Software games are like very, very obscure sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like every FromSoft game.
Yeah.
All right, well, this is Monkeys. So he's already popped a Gatchin Sugar, so again, be like kind of semi-invisible. That makes this fight like 50 times easier. Basically, we just need to sneak up on these 4 monkeys and kill them all. There was one right at the beginning. And with the Gatchin Sugar, you can pretty much run up to them. The only exception being the purple one where we have to like approach them from behind. And assuming the cat doesn't get trolled really badly, this should be no problem. These ghost
Is there
monkeys
going
can be
to
a
be
bit scary.
Oof.
Nice, yeah. Played it safe there by just maneuvering around those ghost monkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so normally it is actually a metaphor and puzzle boss where you can use all those props around the arena to get the monkey to stagger, and then you can do a death blow afterward. And there's actually a bell for you to reset the arena, because if you screwed up one of the field puzzle, you can actually use the bell to reset the entire arena and boss position. So you can use the other prop in the arena to sort of deal with the boss like that. So yeah, that's I think is the only puzzle boss in Sekiro.
In Sekiro, yes, it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I actually didn't do it the puzzle way in my casual playthrough. I only learned fairly recently about all of the like opening the door and stunning them with the bell and stuff. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, because the first time I did this boss casually, like the purple one, I was just like, yeah, it was just cat and mouse, basically.
Yeah.
Just- so by the way,
Well,
I grabbed
guess I'm that
the
normal one here.
yeah. By the way, I grabbed the Mortal Blade, aka the cheat code in the game. You will see. It's pretty textbook. You will see when I'm gonna use it.
Yeah, so he equipped Mortal Draw, which is the combat arts, like the special move, and you can see the Mortal Draw on his back, and he also picked up Makiri Counter and mid-air combat arts. So you can jump with the Mortal Draw, and also when they do a thrust attack, you can stomp on the blade now and deal a whole bunch of posture damage.
A whole bunch, yeah, as you said. That's a good way to put it.
To put it mildly, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually won't be used like that much. You're mainly getting it just because you may as well, because you're getting the skill book from the jumping Mortal Draw. But it will speed up a couple of fights.
Yeah. Yeah, in the optimal route for this run, you don't grab it, you don't take it, but yeah. We're gonna take it.
If you're thinking of running this game, you definitely want to get jumping Mortal Draw. Like, World Record doesn't, but it makes some of the later bosses extremely inconsistent. Ape in particular, there's basically just a 50% chance your run will just die. And it's totally out of your control, so it's much more fun.
And here comes the favorite ever arena or area for every speedrunner.
Yeah, this is actually
infamous Gunfort.
Yeah, this is actually a freaking stressful part, to be honest. So yeah, fingers crossed.
Yes, there's loads of enemies with guns, and they can do whatever they want to.
Yeah, even with the Gatchin Sugar, all those snipers just spot you immediately once you're at the bridge right there. So there's a lot of paths that you can take. The cat right here is taking the middle path between fast and safe. and so he's doing a dropping off of the bridge and then coming back up. So there are more covers to block off those sniper shots, so he wouldn't get a shot in midair and get thrown into the abyss. So actually, he didn't even take one single hit from gunfall. So
I did it!
nice, man.
Yay!
Yeah,
You
that's
have some insane skill there.
yeah, some good luck for once.
Okay, so now this is a rhythm game. This is a Guitar Hero right now. With this boss. Okay, I missed the deflect, but that's okay.
Yeah, really fun fight. And we're already seeing Jumping Mortal Draw doing absolutely ridiculous damage.
Yeah, you can see that Mortal Draw just pretty much do like 80% damage to his portrait bar. So after that Mortal Draw, the combo, you just deflect all of the subsequent flurry, and you can just get the death blow.
Oh no, he's gonna
And also fun
die!
fact-
Boom.
And also fun fact for the giraffe, the boss we just fought, if you are really having a hard time to get the deflect timing down, actually you can just spam your deflect button and you will connect pretty much every single deflection.
So now I'm gonna take this idol. You have to take this idol, by the way, very important.
Yeah, there's a very fun jump coming up here.
Oh yeah.
It's also used in No Air Swim, and it's one of my favorite bits.
Okay, let's see. Oh no,
Gonna be
what is he doing?
skydiving.
No, what is he doing? No! Prank.
Oh.
That's okay.
You
Manage.
just get so close
did
to
it.
the ground. but-
Yeah. This is an easy one to, like, this is not a difficult jump, but it's easy to fail that jump, to be honest. So I want to say this is even worse, but you just take practice, like all. Okay, so now we're gonna say hello to our big boy snake. Hello. Okay, so he's still not friendly. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, so that jump is actually not intended. You're supposed to not be able to get back here unless you have Puppeteer Ninjutsu, which you actually have, because you got it after Mortal Draw, but it's faster to do that.
Yeah, it was one of the puzzle area where you need to go around to the left side. So there's like a monkey, which is panicking. So if you use the Puppeteer Ninjutsu, you can control the monkey's mind into dancing around to attract the snake's attention, so you can sneak behind and get through the temple like that.
Yeah, so required mini boss here. Like before, gets the stealth death blow that deals 1 HP, deflects an attack, Mortal Draw, fights over, and no problem.
Yep, that is also a perfect display for jumping Mortal Draw and also Mortal Draw in general.
Yeah. So, yeah,
That was
we're
a
gonna be
pretty fast mid boss when you have multiple draw. This one is pretty free, basically. She has one attack though, which is basically a grab that you can deflect, but like the timing on this one is really precise. Okay, so. Oof.
Yeah, it's really weird that you can deflect a grab. I mean, it's really useful, it is, but it takes quite a while to get used to the timing.
Yeah, I believe Snake Eyes is one of the most hated mini-boss in Sekiro. So the fact that you know that now you know that you can just deflect her grab, which makes the boss fights much faster and easier also.
I actually like
Yeah.
this mid boss, to be honest.
Yeah, I think from a speedrun perspective, I really like the fight. It's very consistent because if you're very aggro on her, she only has like 3 attacks. So if you just learn those 3 attacks, and then it's a very consistent
Wait, this is a
fight.
tough bot. This is a tough bot. Oh,
Hardest boss in the game.
yep.
Oh, yeah, good job on that.
Yeah.
I can't get over the
If you-
fact that you Mortal Draw him.
Yeah, if you don't have Mortal Draw there, you're in trouble, man. But
Yeah,
luckily
like
you do have
a
the
run
most
is over
OP
if you
skill in
don't
the
have
game.
multi draw for this mid boss. Run is over, basically.
Yeah.
No, I'm
It-
joking. Like this boss is AFK, basically. She doesn't attack. So yeah.
Yeah, but we still need to kill the boss because it is also a required boss because there's a fog wall behind, in front of the Miss Noble there. So if you don't kill Miss Noble, you physically cannot progress the game. So that's why we need to kill that mini boss as well.
Yeah. So we're running over to Corrupted Monk now, which is a very interesting fight, and it's probably worth starting to explain. So basically he's been picking up some Ash and some Snapseeds throughout the run, all for this. He's basically going to take advantage of a little exploit that was kind of left in the game where you can aerial deathblow this boss if the boss doesn't spot you and you get above her. So we need to push her backwards so that we can jump above her and get a stealth death blow fight. So first we run around the arena, and then he's gonna use items in a particular order and try not to mess up.
Yeah, really funny part about this. So the cat there was trying to stick to the left side, so Corrupted Monk does not get spawned in, and she could not spot you either when you're sticking so close to the left side wall. And also right there, the cat was also using a lot of consumables, which is not to deal damage, but to just change her position to every time he uses one consumables, Corrupted Monk get knocked back a little bit further to the back. So in the perfect position, so he just maneuver to the upstairs and then do a little bit of jump and then wall jump off of that little post up there to gain enough height to do the aerial death blow on the Corrupted Monk.
Yeah, and using the items does not aggro the boss. Like, if he hadn't done the death blow, he could have just sat behind her and just chilled, and she would have just stood there doing nothing. Like, the game actually thinks that she never spotted him.
And she's too far away. If she's too far away, yeah, you can't death blow her. So basically, this is either reset or do the fight casually. And this is kind of a tough fight, actually.
Yeah, do you even have any divine confetti for the fight?
No, I don't. So it would have been So it would have been really long and really. Ooh, thank you, Monkey, for the almost bullet in the back.
I'm sure, like, yeah, you're just showing dominance for not getting divine confetti.
Okay, wait.
Yeah. Okay, so this is This is probably the scariest fight in the run. This is pretty much the reason why we get jumping mortal draw, so we can start this fight consistently. He's going to do a stagger loop, where basically Guardian Ape has like multiple phases of stagger, and rather than just hit all the way through the staggers, he will let the stagger animation finish on the animation, and then immediately re-stagger the boss. So it's kind of quite timing specific. He's counting his attacks, but if you time it all right, then Guardian Ape can never escape.
Yeah, this is basically 2, wait a little bit, 5, then 2, wait a little bit, 5, etc., until the death blow. And the boss is done. We got the boss down. Ha 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 ha.
Nice job, lecadd. We're moving on to the final boss now.
Oh wait.
Let's go.
Oh wait, what's going on? The fog is still here. Oh no, we're still alive. Oh no.
This is quite a scary fight as well. Luckily, Jumping Mortal Draw can interrupt that scream. That is really, really helpful. What he really wants to do here is to get the boss to do its overhead swing and then deflect that, which gives a massive opportunity for a big punish.
Here it comes.
Okay.
Oh,
I missed the deflect.
Oh.
That's okay.
Okay. I was pretty sure I have it, but okay, wonderful.
Yeah, this is definitely, I'd say, probably the toughest fight in the run.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, it's quite random. It's quite difficult to deal with all the attacks. He's very like a drunken kind of boss. So his movements are really hard to read. It takes a long time to be able to consistently deflect.
Okay, I didn't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, he actually got you with the backswing.
That's alright. I got the idol, so I just can start the fight again. That's okay.
Yeah, so
I will
the fight will now be a little bit shorter. It will still be alright.
Yeah. I've learned from my errors, so it's gonna be okay now.
So we're just going to do the stagger loop again and then just be straight back into Headless Ape.
Yeah, interesting thing about the headless boss, actually, I think it's referring to all the headless mini-boss that you can find around the entire map of Sekiro. So all of the headless boss has really, really wonky rhythm. So like usually when you're fighting a boss, you do like clang, 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 clang. It sort of has a rhythm to it, and you can just dance around with going back and forth with the boss. But with headless, there's actually not much of a rhythm, so you actually really need to just learn how they will do their attack pattern and then deflect in accordance. And then after that deflection for the overhead swing, you'll get massive window to gain a lot of damage. For
Don't get
damage.
stuck, man.
Oh yeah, his hitbox is really being unkind there. He got stuck on his leg when he tried to dodge.
So now I'm gonna voila. Voila.
Oh, and then Headless missed
He
you when you
actually
wanted him
missed.
to hit you.
Yeah.
Classic Headless.
Yeah, Sekiro is where the game you really want the boss to hit you so you can deflect the swing from the boss, but that time he actually just missed completely.
Yeah, there we go. Getting that deflect.
There we go.
Falls over. And get those headshots. Nice, nice.
Nice.
Finally. Ah.
Just minor setback, but it's actually still a really fast fight. And considering we are now 2 Yashariku Sugar less, the final boss of the game is going to be a little bit longer, but actually the final boss is relatively easy if you can get the boss in the rhythm to dance with you.
Oh, I don't know if we said it, but the thing I used is called the Yashariku sugar, which basically cut in half your life bar and your posture bar. So this is basically one shot, like everything one shots you. And I think I'm probably gonna I'm not gonna use any Yashariku on Emma in the first phase of Ishin, I think.
Yeah, because you won't have 3, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just
So I think
take
I'm
Emma
gonna
slow
do that.
and then.
So this it's gonna be slower a little bit, but actually it kind of it's gonna be kind of safer actually to do it without the Yashariku, because like
Yeah, because you can actually take a one hit
yeah
to still survive. And also, Yashariku Sugar cuts your HP in half while giving you 25% boost in attack power to posture and HP. So Yashariku Sugar is a really good speed run item.
definitely.
Oh, you've actually only got 1 Yash, so probably on the second phase of Ishin?
Yeah, the last phase of Ishin, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. The final boss in the game. Let's go.
Yeah.
So here it is. You get to Ashina Tower. So actually, probably in your casual playthrough, you're not going to fight Emma or Ishin in this Ashina Tower because usually people will just not obey to father's code. But we are trying to finish the game fast here, so we actually choose the Shura ending and obey to the father's code, and we actually choose that option instead to fight Emma Ishin.
That's
Emma,
unfortunate.
come on.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, so we basically are cutting out like the final third of the game. No Divine Dragon, no Owl, no Sword Taking Shin. So this is the fast category. So you want to be in a rhythm where you attack her once, she attacks you once, and then you kind of keep doing that. She has a whole bunch of kind of trolley moves that you don't want to see, like her grab and stuff. But the guy just has to react to what she does and deal with it. And yeah, that was good.
That's okay.
Yeah, so that RNG was actually pretty okay because usually you don't want her to be stepping back, don't want her grab, you don't want her the sweep and thrust is actually okay, but you don't want her flurry as well. So that's actually a pretty good back and forth.
So now the true final boss, Ishin.
He looks familiar.
Yeah, it's a really interesting fight. It takes quite a long time to learn. He has a lot of different attacks, a lot of different stuff. Like there, we can see his dodge stance where he goes for like a grab, and he's kind of trolling a bit quite badly here. It's no problem at all.
Yeah, you can see a lot of similarity between his move set and also Emma's
Wow,
moveset.
okay. I didn't
Yeah, so
know there
you
was
can
one.
see just how punishing this is because he missed one deflect there, and then so that posture broke him, and that meant that he got one shot. So not a forgiving fight.
So the kid
Yeah.
got it though. Yeah, so
On
the
to phase
third
two.
phase, first phase of Ishin is probably more difficult than the second phase because second phase we can just abuse mortal drop like this one.
Yeah, he has a bunch of fire attacks which are really scary, but we can just interrupt them with mortal drop.
Okay.
Nice,
Oof,
good job.
oof, oof.
Oh, nice job. Yeah, I saw Ishin was trying to troll you there with the
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, like the game was on one of its moods today.
but luckily you just bought that backswing and deflect that immediately. That was a really well played.
Time is
thank
coming
you.
up very shortly.
Yeah, when you see the black screen with Sekiro, Shadow's Eye twice appearing, this is time. And time.
Nice, good job, Cat.
Oof.
Nice job.
Oh, that was something. Okay, yeah,
that was actually a pretty bad RNG run overall.
yeah, but basically, to be 100% honest, like, if I have to, like, the only big regret I have has to be Hape. Like, I played, I didn't play really good on this boss, but yeah, Ishin. I died on the Ishin. No, I died on Ishin or Emma. I don't remember. Emma,
It's
right?
Emma, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, no, that's okay. That was an okay run. You know, it wasn't insane.
I think you did really good, like with the circumstances. Like Abe kind of trolled you. You got like stuck on some hitboxes, and you came in with a backswing. And then you had less items to use for the final boss, so Emma was a lot longer than normal. So
and same
So you
for.
also got shot like 2 times in the beginning of the game.
And I got shot 2 times.
God.
Yeah.
and
To be.
that's a really unlucky occasion.
Yeah.
So
To be.
you got through that.
To be 100% honest with you guys, like the 2 shots you saw at the beginning, and never. Well, not never, but like it didn't happen to me like in a long time for sure.
Yeah.
In a long time.
Shall we take the in-game time? So we actually measure
Oh yeah.
on the leaderboards with in-game time, which
Ah,
removes all the loading times.
I can see the in-game time for sure. I'm gonna spam.
Yeah, and if you want to learn Sekiro, like it's really fun and really rewarding. I'd highly recommend it. You can jump over to our Discord. You can find it on speedrun.com for Sekiro.
And
There's loads of different categories.
Yeah, and I even want to say even if you don't feel speedrunning this game, play this game. Honestly, I won't repeat myself enough. This game is fantastic, really. So give it a go. This is a really fantastic game, to be honest. Even if it's difficult or whatever, this is a really insane game. So this is okay. So in-game time, it was a 35. So
yeah, that's pretty decent.
So it should
Really
be.
time.
I don't know
Nice.
the RTA because I don't have any splits or whatever, but yeah.
3802.
3802.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was actually going to commend you on the fact that you're only 2 seconds over estimate.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
Consistent.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's all that matters. Okay. Not too much overestimate. Okay. Wonderful. Yeah.
Very impressive for me. That's the first time I've actually seen the game be played, so yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everything from now on is just going to be so much more slower.
Oh, yeah. Probably.
But are there any other shout-outs that you'd like to make, or your commentators would like to make before we finish?
Yeah. Big shout out to the Sekiro speedrunning community, of course. I've learned a lot thanks to them. I want to thank Murtog and Rochi to be here, because I was stressed out because like I knew that during the boss fights I couldn't talk at all, and so yeah, glad you guys to have you. I'm glad to have you guys because yeah.
Yeah, you're more than welcome, man. It was really fun.
Yeah, it was
Thanks
really
for having
fun.
me.
And
to you. And also, if you really want to learn more about Sekiro speedrunning or Sekiro in general, Sekiro Discord is actually a really good place for you to get started. Because we have a lot of people who's willing to help. The community is still very active. So if you are actually interested in that, please go to speedrun.com and find the Sekiro Discord so we can discuss more about Sekiro in there.
Sounds good.
Sounds excellent. Thanks, guys. Okay, well, we will be back very shortly with Grumpmeister, who's going to be running Ninja Gaiden any % on the Game Gear. Right after this short intermission, we'll be right back.